Alright.
Way to go.
All right, we got a good battle.
Oh,
We got a very good battle. Thesaurus and Fresco.
This is a great battle.
All right, we're watching Thesaurus versus Fresco
Hey, see,
again.
It was Illmac
for y'all.
and Thesaurus.
Who?
You knew the vibe you wanted.
That? Yo, Greg, when you get a chance, can you read who chose that?
Yeah, that was by. It doesn't say. Does it say under?
Yeah, under the name it says chosen by.
Oh, Patrick Walker.
Patrick Walker. We got
Patrick
Thesaurus
Walker.
versus Fresco. Thesaurus is actually in the chat right now.
Hey!
Shout out Pete.
The Source is battling Geechee on Shots Fired.
Hell yeah, San
December-
Diego.
Is that 9th?
That's sick.
The 9th, yeah.
Dope.
You had good
Well, if I know how to
spins.
spell, yeah.
Your first two spins were the best form I've ever seen spun.
We've been vibing, man. Vibing.
All right.
Hey, I know people have been waiting for this one to be watched. Actually.
We already watched this. Did you know that?
For real?
Yeah, but I'm doing it again. I don't fucking care.
Well, we were probably just faded.
No,
or
we
something.
weren't.
No?
No. But this was like when we first started doing the show. We watched a
weren't
long ass
re-
time
yeah,
ago.
we weren't ready. We didn't
Yeah.
know what we had it in
Yeah,
our
exactly.
fingertips.
Yeah. All right,
So
so
unique.
little background. Shout out Unique. Thank you so much. You're always the man. I appreciate
real.
you more than you know. Just fucking email me or something. I'll fucking fly you out for a watch.
Hey.
But yeah, dog. So Thesaurus versus Fresco battle. Back to Basics 3, San Jose. Great fucking event. A lot of good battles happened there. Disaster, Joe and I, Big K, Caustic, Pass, Arsenal. This battle. Unique. Stop. What the heck?
Damn. Unique
Thank
coming
you,
through with the
Unique.
300.
Cheers.
300?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, every way.
Unique, you're the man. You're the fucking man. Bringing the bunker back single-handedly.
Hey.
Hey.
But yeah, so this battle, Fresco hadn't battled in a really fucking long
Somebody
time.
said, unique, you different.
So Fresco hadn't battled in a while, and like I would always text Fresco and be like, "Yo, do you want to get on this card and stuff?" And Fresco is like, he has like a career in real life, and he's like has other things going on as an adult. So it's not like battling is like his main bread and butter. So he's like only really open to battling if it interests him.
Right.
And he was like,
That's respectable.
He was always like, I don't really feel like battling, and he was like, maybe like me not being like that like excited about it shows something, and he was like, maybe I'm just not in it anymore, and I was like, oh, fuck, because he's so good.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
God damn it. I'm like, okay,
We
whatever.
just watched Fresco versus QP,
QP last night
with
with
Geechee too.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
So-
a fire fucking battle.
Yeah, fire.
And so I would always text him, and then for this, I was like always trying to get Fresco back on a card, especially in this series that we had Back to Basics, which is small room, no mics.
You ended
pit
up
format.
doing it
Yeah.
after this battle, right? With QP.
QP, yeah.
This
but
was
this
after.
was
Are
the
you
jump
gonna
off.
do more of those? Like the small room battles?
Maybe eventually in the
He's,
future.
looking for a new
We'll
space.
see,
That
we'll
space
see.
got shut down.
Maybe
Okay.
Unique is helping me out for sure. But yeah, I texted him. I'm like, "Yo, do you want to battle Thesaurus?" And he was like, "Oh, that actually kind of interests me." And I texted Pete. I'm like, "Are you down to battle Fresco?" And he's just like, "Of course." Pete's like, "She's like, yes." Like, that's awesome. Fuck yeah. And this battle, in my opinion, was the battle of the fucking night. And we also offered a cash prize of like performance of the night that the fans could vote on.
Yeah,
you get an extra
Fresco.
1K
Right.
if you win
That was on the pay-per-view, right? That was
no,
the-
just anybody could vote.
anyone
Well,
could-
actually, no. It was on the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
you're
on the
right.
pay-per-view they
Yeah.
could vote for performance of the night, battle,
And battle
of the
of the
night, and were those the
Those
two?
two. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And Big K, Caustic won battle of the night, and Fresco won performance of the night. And I remember in like Fresco's second round, Pete is like, just give him the 1K right now.
Yeah,
because he was
yeah.
Fucking wigging so
Spoiler
goddamn
alert.
hard. But yeah, great fucking battle. This is also the first battle that Chase produced a song for me.
Wow.
For the battle.
Is this the Bay one?
Yeah,
From
this
the
is the Bay
Bay.
one.
He remixed that, which was a throwback to Battle of the Bay when Apes had that song.
I should have did
Or
Pokemon.
when there was that song. Gotta catch 'em all.
No, Doug was fired, dude.
Yeah, Doug
is
I wish I would have
great.
heard it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
the whistle.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Pork chop, the little dog pork chop.
Classic.
Yeah,
Classic.
fuck yeah, Doug's the shit.
Hey, you remember Doug? Funny, cause I don't know.
Right, he be having the on the spot
I'm just
bar.
thinking. I'm just thinking
Dude,
of my
there's so many
next
funny
battle.
things about this
What's up?
battle. Fucking Lush's
Look at
shirt.
Lush.
Like, there was like it was shredded, and I
Yeah,
remember he
with
came to the
safety
battle,
pins.
and there was like
And red camo. It's like digital
there was
red
like
camo
blood
pants.
on it, and
Oh,
supposedly
shit.
it's a Hollywood stunt man's T-shirt, and the blood
Oh,
is from
shit.
a fucking stunt that
Oh,
some stunt man
shit.
wore and bled on it.
And some like designer
let's
did
get
the
it.
shirt for
Yeah,
him, right?
yeah,
Like,
it's
put
like-
the
oh, it's
holes
like-
in it and
supposedly like a
shit.
fucking huge deal that he was wearing it, but I was just like, man, you're like literally have blood on your shirt.
And I remember his red camo
Oh,
pants.
and he was also on a fucking hoverboard the whole time. You remember those things? Fucking
Lushy,
hoverboards?
man. See,
Yeah, yeah.
Lush, you got me hot. You
Yeah.
supposed to be here tonight.
Yeah,
You're
Lush.
supposed to be cracking with us.
Right?
Shout out old boy too.
You act.
In the cut.
Always in the mix.
We got the King of the Dot founder in the building.
Organic, shout out to everyone.
Chill. Give it up.
Organic, I actually like that because organic kind of always takes the back seat on the West Coast events, like on some intro shit.
Yeah.
He's always just like, organic. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? He's never like, yo, it's organic. I'm the king of the dot. We did it. Like,
But I'm gonna
he
play
just
the
kinda
devil's
plays his
advocate.
part,
Why would
like-
you even? Why even introduce him at that point? If it's just like organic.
No, well,
Still give me his
because you
respect.
got but I
it's
do.
good
He
that
plays the humble
organic
part of
still
like
gives
this ain't
others
Toronto.
they shine and stuff.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
cool.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, shit.
El Chapo
Let's
Guzman, Mel
go.
the time God. You want to get a king of the dot?
Fuck yeah,
holler at me.
Marathon.
He said he want to talk to you.
Yo, shout out my team.
We got two dope spitters, you feel me? Been putting in the work for the French Coast and beyond. On my left-hand side, 12-time champ at everything.
This setup
What's
is
up, Sam Ho?
Holly Smooth battle Danny. That wasn't
Yeah.
on King of Dot, was it?
No, it was Back to Basics 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
this
that
is
was
back-
that was the first in
Yeah.
this series, and that it wasn't the same venue as in LA. That venue was fucking trash. He battled Carter Deems the same day. Yeah.
PTSD.
The Source Battle
No,
Roan. That was a
classic.
fucking crazy card.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
yeah, the setup's similar. It's like pit format.
Yep.
Nice.
I love y'all.
He's in San
Two-time
Jose
everything
in
you
the
already
day.
know. TournamentPokerEdge.com. Play better.
Hey, the poker joint.
Yo, little
Poker
sister
shouting.
got his motherfucking poster on her wall and she's feeling herself to it. On my right-hand side,
He's
let him know who the fuck you is.
Fresco, innuendo. If you don't get it, we innuendo.
Okay.
He's got innuendo behind him. Dead man Fox.
But if you with it when it's finished in the innuendo.
Okay.
Okay, Thesaurus, round motherfucking one. Let's get it, player. I said, fuck a coin flip. I'll be first to let it pop. This footage.
He just opted to go first then. There wasn't a
looks
coin
like,
flip.
but did he actually
Because I didn't
actually
hear
coin
him say
flip?
who won.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's just like, fuck a coin flip.
Yeah.
With, obviously a deeper voice.
Fuck a coin flip. I'll be first to let it pop. This footage, like my left hand, worth a second watch. That's two timing if you don't follow. Kill them all. Nobody's.
How did you donate to yourself?
Inception.
Shout out
Hey.
you and me. Shout out us.
That's fucking
Yeah.
laughing stock. Shout out Brett.
Shout
Thank
out
you, man.
Stock.
Worth a second watch. That's two timing if you don't follow. Kill them all.
But
Nobody.
wait, sorry to interrupt again. So is he tipping with Unique's money, right?
Don't say
Shout
it to
out Unique again
Unique,
for
Doug.
allowing Ruin Your Day to tip itself.
Unique.
And Harith and everyone
love
else.
you, bro.
And my man
We love
Sam.
You the man.
Worth a second watch. That's two timing if you don't follow. Kill them all. Nobody's to role models. You don't gotta do numbers to see the hands like Mo Votto.
Okay.
You know I'ma tell him how it is, and then I'ma show you. Just to back up my point like Della Vadova. I'm a machine.
Look at his
You ain't think
aggression,
shit could
though.
get any colder? I'll dump
How
a
he
can
working
if you
this-
press
this-
my
this
button.
Space that
Get him a soda.
Get him a soda.
I met every
They
quarter.
said, get him a soda.
We're never gonna miss that bar.
Yo, Pete's facial expressions too. We kill it. He's like, the whole time he's like,
You know the funny thing
Best.
about Pete is like I don't have that many good like just pictures of him to use as a thumbnail because he never stops making facial expressions. He's always just like he's like so animated, and
That might be good
as
though,
a performer.
you know?
As a performer, that makes him so
Yeah.
captivating, you know. But it's like I
I'm
almost
not trying
wanted
to
to
do
be
him
like,
like
all right,
that.
stay. You know,
You gotta
Okay,
stop
go.
using the frame
Yeah.
from my battle with DNA where I'm like, I'm like when I
one
see
that's
now-
on this?
Yeah, when I
He's
see
like,
now,
wait, don't do me like
that's a good one.
I'm like, where I'm just like,
That's a good one.
I'm like, get one where I'm just like, giving the conceited face, the duck face.
Jesus. I'm gonna use this to repeat forever.
Can if he press my buttons. Get him a soda.
Shout out to MV Swank.
I met every quota, gave proof that I'm Jesus. Always brought the most weight to home plate, boy, I'm Babe Ruth. Since he Italian and I'm Greek, they place us in the same group, but I was raised Lebanese. Always stuck to my Babe Ruth.
Crazy.
It's true, I'm Isaac Mendez.
Like
That
the
pen
old
stroke
sound,
deadly.
yeah.
Mariah Carey, you ain't think it would get so heavy. I got that.
Oh, that's messed up.
Hey, you could use one of the still where he's like, just that like, or that one,
Yeah.
or that one.
Mendez, that pen stroke deadly. Mariah Carey, you ain't think it would get so heavy. I got that.
He's messed up. She's still
But I got that
mad.
fresh toast ready for him and Miss Coletti, like I'm about to be the best man at Fresco's wedding. Let's go. If you're squeamish, y'all should turn away your heads, cause Papa Shango's back here with a curse to raise the dead. Once you work away your debts, I'll be first to take his bread. Tell him, break off that paper like a perforated edge. I say, I'm a loan shark, no sarcasm. You'll need
I was hard.
sonar tracking, cause I'm so far past him. I'm composing Mozart classics, so don't start acting like we in the same boat. I'm the Coast Guard captain. What happened though? I thought that you was going places. Must have had a change of heart like smoking aces. Shit, I don't even believe him. I don't even believe him when he say what race he is, cause these facial features say Enrique Iglesias.
I love
It's a fact.
Fresco.
Fresco's
Yeah,
reaction.
yeah.
He's like-
Watch.
he's like,
Watch.
yeah.
Say Enrique Iglesias.
Listen.
Like, yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah,
But that
Does he
there,
have a shirt on
guy.
under?
but that,
handsome guy.
He's a handsome guy. That's fucking crazy.
hold up. But that there,
Handsome guy.
but that there, that ain't even a racial bar, actually. It's more alluding to why we think you're a mark, Anthony.
Fire.
Okay.
So stop posting
He
about
led
being a
into it.
men's rights activist, or you ain't welcome back in the West Side after this.
Okay.
He is like the fucking best at those like multis that aren't they sound like perfect. It's like just a succinct fucking puzzle piece that fits together. Men's right activist, West Side after this.
I'm gonna sound like a broken record,
God.
man. But yes, there's never any, just like, you know, words that are in there just to rhyme the multi.
Yeah.
Like, oh, like when I just squeeze the dun, then the bumps, the dun.
Yeah.
Like, there's no words that are out of place. And again, this is the broken record part. He rhymed HIV test with AIDS. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
that's
And I
fucking
know I've said that a
crazy.
million times, but to me, that's one of my favorite
People
shits.
need to hear
he,
that.
He said
Like, I
like
need to
he
hear that just now.
yeah he said it in a battle. He's like, oh, something.
Which battle
he-
was that? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I thought it was a freestyle battle, but he corrected us last time I brought this up.
He'll probably
It
say it in
wasn't-
chat.
But he said he took a HIV. This motherfucker took an HIV test and got an AIDS.
That's
Yeah, like
That's
to me, that's
insane.
one of the most amazing punches ever. And I'm like, how is that
Dang.
rhyme so perfect?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That's being a
encapsulates his
rapper.
whole whole
Sometimes
style.
people take away from being rappers.
Exactly.
You know, like it's a lot of it's like the beauty in battle rap is you have spoken word artists, you have rappers, you have comedians, you have actors, you have all of those people who are different skills that really are their strong points in this shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's its own thing. It's become its own thing. That's
Yeah.
and you have people that just do battling now, which before it's
Yeah.
like you rap, then you bat. Now it's like
Yeah.
a lot of people just
But they have certain skills in their type of battle rap that they might not even like you know, talk about.
Right.
Or even say or care that they have.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
this is performing arts.
Yep.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
versus
you went-
Holohan, by the way.
Huh?
Holohan.
Oh, versus
Yeah,
Holohan?
he just said it.
Let's
Makes
So-
sense.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Welcome back in the West Side after this.
go.
He's the goat, man. Pete is the goat.
You got a lot to say, Red.
He already sweating? Look at him. He's sweating
I give a
hard.
fuck.
Oh, that's just.
The
This
source.
is the source.
Well, he puts lotion on before he battles. So keeps his skin
the
fresh.
trick is he works out before the battle.
I noticed when I put lotion on my face before anything, the sweat is just like the lotion comes out
Oh
of the
my
pores
gosh.
while I sweat. And that's what we've talked about it, skincare.
Battle rap trivia and how much ammo you got.
Okay.
I give a fuck
yeah,
about
Fresco.
the battle rap
Let's go.
trivia and how much ammo you got. You can't rap the way I'm rapping if you haven't been shot.
Okay.
Oh.
Fresco was shot 9 times.
Oh,
The day of this
50%.
battle.
Oh, stupid.
Okay. I'm going to preface this.
Battle.
Because I forgot I should have prefaced this at the beginning. So
Okay.
Thesaurus and Fresco battled at Scribble Jam 2008.
Oh, this is a rematch.
And Pete beat him. And that was the first time I've ever met Fresco. And Fresco is an amazing freestyler. I don't know if everybody knows
Can
this,
fuck with
common
that.
knowledge.
Yeah.
But there was like some exchange that it was like, I think Fresco said Passion of the Christ, and then Pete rebutted it like, you should Passion of the Christ, your pants are so tight I saw camel toe twice. You know? But it was like, but Passion of the Christ was already a rebuttal off what Pete said in the first. So it was like
Damn.
stacking
Oh,
rebuttals.
shit.
And I remember Fresco
That's
in an
dope.
interview said, the reason why I tried to kill Pete so hard in this battle was because Pete legit
me
beat the
already.
shit out of me at
Yeah.
Scribble Jam.
All right.
So
The
So going
fact-
into this,
see,
it's
and I love people who can be honest.
yeah, word up.
Who can
Got to.
just that's the beauty of this. For real. Like to say like he beat me, he did some bullshit. I came back for him.
Right,
like that's
right,
beauty.
right.
That's
Yep.
fucking fun.
No,
Yep.
The
and-
fun.
and
That's
the shit that drives us, right? Like, oh, you got me.
Yeah.
Like, all right,
Yeah, Fresco's
now.
just waiting in a cave for fucking 10 years. Powering up like
doing
Super
yoga,
Saiyan.
See, that's-
focusing on his mind,
That's what I
body,
was
and soul.
talking. Exactly. look in our smoke session. See, we was talking about the Danny Myers trailer.
Yeah.
He was in the
The
mountains.
A-verb
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
doing the shit
Oh, yeah.
in the
Yeah.
meditation.
I
So
was like, I'm
good.
pretty sure I made him watch that in one of the early episodes of
Yeah,
this. Like,
watch-
this is the
yeah.
greatest
Yeah.
club from a battle ever. We're just like, hey, Verb! And then that is
He
him
was
being
on
like,
his
this is
Dragon
a
Ball
big
Z.
thing for me.
Yeah, word.
Because most battlers have that, a lot of, times have that like, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But when someone could admit
That
that
was
shit,
tight,
it makes it more
yeah.
powerful for sure.
Exactly.
Come on, talk that shit, player.
I give a fuck about the battle rap trivia and how much ammo you got. You can't rap the way I'm rapping if you haven't been shot. But until I get a signed letter from Tupac where he asked me to stop, I'm gonna keep pulling this shit like I'm practicing slots. See, I don't
Okay.
battle a lot.
Okay.
But if the conditions just right, I'm completely airing and you might be rolling with organic through a decent area till his expression goes blank. Round one, like he's the narrator and I pop up for the scrap like a secret character. See?
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna be completely honest. This is my first time watching him.
Fresco?
Fresco?
Yes, it's
Hell
my
yeah.
first time
Yeah,
seeing
Remember
this
Fresco.
is a
three.
good. This is a good
I like
one
him
to see
so
of
far.
his.
Hell
This is
yeah.
a good one to see.
I
of
like him
his
so
work.
far.
Yeah, that's
This is one of his
definitely
best
like the
performances, if not
Yeah.
maybe his
Yeah, his
best
best, yeah.
performance
Yeah.
in this era, because he comes from like the grind time era, and it was.
Yeah. We
did he
gotta
do
watch
one
some
King of the
grind
Dot,
time
or
battles.
was this his first for grind?
This is his first King of the Dot battle.
His
yeah.
first King of the
That's
Dot,
dope.
and grind time was sort of that buffer between the freestyle era when it started to be more prepared, and
Mm-hmm.
but it still had a lot of dick and fart jokes and shit. but he had.
He had gun bars too, and people hated it on him.
Yeah,
for having
people
gun
used to
bars.
bars.
hate
That's
on him
dope.
like a lot of people, like Daylight, and a lot of people were like, oh, gun bars, anyone can do that.
Yeah.
And now
Dang,
that's
that's
his shit, right?
crazy.
Yeah.
Now it's like
And-
you don't have gun bars. Like
Yeah, right. And so this is his first real big performance back on kind of in the newer era or whatever.
damn,
it's
that's
a good
crazy.
one. It's a
Yeah, let's go.
Character. See?
I chose this battle.
Finesse.
Flawless, but I call this. All I took is a Vic. Rubber butt up on the rifle just to cushion a kick. Let the hollow points blossom so the bullets will stick. It's like I'm playing Minecraft, how I'm cooking a brick. If I get the slightest
Y'all know about
urge,
that
I'ma look up his
Minecraft.
chick,
I don't, but I was like, I get it. He paid it. I'm like, I'm sure it's some video game.
I have a kid.
Because I thought
who play
Minesweeper.
Minecraft.
I'm like,
You
okay,
have to
no.
build your
Yeah.
own worlds
Yeah,
and all type of shit. Like, they got
yeah.
big ass manuals, this big, and
Yeah,
create
it's
whole
insane,
worlds.
dude.
Really?
Like
fucking
Minecraft
nuts.
is like
And
intense.
Fresco is a video
So
game.
this is nerd rap.
Yeah, it's nerd.
It is.
I mean,
You know.
battle rap is pretty
Oh,
I got my
yeah.
nerd side,
Yeah.
just so y'all know.
Yeah.
You know, I create. You know,
I
I
was only
build.
giving Fresco shit. Oh, so this is nerd rap.
so I can send her all the pictures that I took of my. If I get the slightest
Wait,
urge,
pictures you
I'ma
took
look
of his
up his.
what?
I took a.
I'm cooking a brick.
Cooking a brick. Damn.
If I get the slightest urge, I'ma look up his chick so I can send her all the pictures that I took of my dick. I'm back on my bullshit and doing it big league. I put his
Why
IV
you
on the
take him
wall
on his
because I.
own?
And then the source is like, hey, my bitch is bad too. He's like, she's bad. Like, look at him. He's like, hey, you talking about my bitch right now? She's bad though.
Urge, I'm gonna look up his chick so I can send her all the pictures that I took of my dick. I'm back on my bullshit and doing it big league. I put his IV on the wall because I grew up at Wrigley. I leave his trap with chicken scratch like I drew him a squiggly. I draw different, so there ain't no way you're doodling with me. Look, family man, they
Hey,
gonna
I
have
like
to plan
this
his
guy.
funeral quickly. Get your dome split. The whole kit and caboodle is with me. Either the chopper will take his wig like he boozing with Britney, or he get sliced under his ribs like I'm removing a kidney. I got the kind of bars that you'd have to give a kidney for. People bite and try to bait me into something like a fishing lure. Team full of animals. Star Fox 64 for the cabbage. I spray
Yo, he's got the
crazy.
nostalgic bars, and I know there's more of them from here just because I've watched this battle so much. But the nostalgia bars, like, oh, Star Fox 60, that was my shit.
I remember
Yeah.
That was my shit.
Fox 64 for the cabbage. I spray For the cabbage, I spray something savage. It's not Chris Dior. Daddy should have taught me better. Mama should have kissed me more. Trump Tower of Terror. Tell your daughter it's a Disney tour. People on the ground to see her falling down 50 floors. Even Ripley swore he never seen some shit like this before.
Dude.
Clapped in
And plus, like, Fresco, just like how he's rapping to the camera and like making faces,
Yeah.
it's like fucking incredible,
That's what I'm saying.
dude.
Like, we talked about performance.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
they both were
performing his
performing.
ass
Like, I already
off.
said something about Thesaurus,
from
you
the
know?
jump, his
Yeah.
aggression,
But
yeah.
he's doing something different.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And again,
like,
like it was a wild card because he hadn't been seen in this newer format
For a
He
while.
was like a sleeper
Yeah.
that from the grind time he did damage and
Oh, you know
but
what?
This is a whole
I actually
new-
made a mistake.
never
This
know.
wasn't his first King of the Dot battle. He battled Young
okay.
Yale before this, and he threw up on stage.
Oh yeah, so
shit.
yeah,
So this is
and that was
really
like
his
years
comeback. It's on
before.
the top of being a
Yeah.
comeback.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
word.
And his years dip, like you said, he's like kind of just doesn't battle
Yeah.
all the time. Like
Plus
he's not gonna
motivated.
jump on. Yeah,
And let me
he'll
tell
go
people,
years
like,
without
and
performing.
anxiety and all that type of stuff, being nervous, whatever, like, that's normal. Like, it don't matter if you're a vet, if you a new
Yeah.
person, or whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
Like, you have to have the understanding, like, that feeling is there.
Yeah.
And, like, people have different remedies. People don't eat at all.
Yeah.
So they
I eat
don't have,
super
like,
light every
me too.
time
Yeah.
I eat
we're back.
super light.
That's
Like
what
every
fruit,
Rome was saying
or,
too.
like,
He's
something
like,
like
I
that.
never eat during a battle day. I just don't eat. I'm like,
I eat like
Yeah,
super
like,
light. Like,
light.
Yeah,
I
like-
eat
shut the fuck
something
up, dog.
so-
When you battled Benner, you fucking ate a lobster dinner
okay,
before
that I was like,
And
I was
remember-
feeling
and
good
remember,
before
like,
that.
we're
battle.
looking at that
It
video,
was
and
lobster.
you're like, this
It
is how
wasn't
boss
steak.
is dying. I'm like,
That
It wasn't steak though. It was lobster. You feel me?
yeah.
Hey,
Like
you know what?
lobster is
Lobster
light.
is still light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It
that
is.
that was a different. Like I just felt so. I felt so good about my material.
Yeah.
Cold cat hit me. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then we went to this nice ass spot. I'm like, well, I'm getting a
I gotta get a
lobster.
lot.
man.
You ain't gotta
But that's most time though. I eat like granola or something before a battle,
just
or like a
something to
banana
have,
and some.
have
yeah.
on you to give some energy.
That's why I've like got way too drunk before battles because sometimes
See,
I like
I've
to drink a
heard-
little bit before
take a shot.
and there's been certain times where I go into battles like, oh yeah, I haven't eaten and that, like, and I've had terrible performances, you know. But yeah, it's a thin line. But for sure, the fucking you know, that's I don't want like to feel full before when you go on.
Because you already
it's a real
have that
emotional
feeling,
thing.
and like you will get sick. Like people could get sick.
Yep.
Boy, never seen some shit like this before.
Okay, look
So
at the
after
camera.
I clapped in your kid, you get clapped in the rib. The way my finger licking shots, he need a napkin and bib. You get twisted off the top, I will snap on your lid. If you actually live, you'll have something to tell people and fun facts you can give. Like did you know that FRESCO will push your line back and then raffle your wig and let blood cover the wall like the faculty did? Pulp Fiction, your girl ODing off of the swag that I give, and she gonna need a chest shot after we crash at the crib. You should be viral on YouTube. The chicken pox guy, with a face that's made from scratch like a chicken pot pie. Bars easy to catch like you hit a pop fly, got you looking stupid like your daddy when he didn't drop by. Bars clip the whole row behind you, but you gonna catch the brunt of it. Not even the Asian dude from Tiananmen Square could stand in front of this. Make your bitch's jaw drop, and if she would stand the punishment, I make her keep that mouth open so I can ash to blunt in it easy.
There it is, bro, motherfucker.
I love his demeanor, and then he could really rap. I'm happy that you pressed him and coming back to even do that shit.
I mean,
for real.
Yeah,
it had to be done. Like he had moments of greatness prior to this, but this is
like
he had to have
this
his
is a whole
moment.
new level.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a breakout moment for sure.
I think he
Let's
got.
go.
I mean, the thing about like, and I feel like it kind of sucks because like people that battle Pete always give their best
performance. Yeah,
it's because Pete
You
is
got
at
to.
that fucking level that if you don't go to that level, you're gonna get fucking washed.
Yeah, because he's like you.
That's
you
what we
know,
talked
you
about
can't
earlier.
count on
Respect.
you can't count on
Battling
one
people
hand.
that you respect.
Okay, when I say you can't count on one hand, it doesn't mean there's more. I'm saying like, you can count on less than one hand performances where Thesaurus ain't just gassed. And any time he might have lost or been edged or whatever, his aside from those couple little times where his performance lacked, his opposition had the best performance
Ever.
of their up
the
to
breakout.
that point, you know, in
Mutual
breakout
respect.
and it's because he's
Take
been a
notes.
staple for so long.
Those are the kind of battles
Yeah.
that you guys should push. When people respect each other.
Yeah, real shit. That was a great first round from both of them.
Yeah, that was fire. That's debatable.
Yeah, it's debatable for sure. Actually,
I might edge
Thesaurus
it
was
to
gassing.
him because I'm just in shock factor because I haven't experienced him yet.
I think I edged it to FRESCO. Thesaurus, my
Yeah.
boy, he knows what's up. But yeah, that was an edge. Like, you know, it's just his demeanor and performance for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it for FRESCO.
Somebody said you got one.
Hey, but the mutual respect makes it so enjoyable, right? The Thesaurus like, yes.
Yeah.
You know?
He
The
was,
whole
he
thing
was
is,
turned
man,
up through his whole shit.
Pete is such at the core a fan of battle rap and the culture, and man, he's like he's like so much invested in this that I feel like he reacts to everything in this whole battle. He's just like fucking wigging out to everything
That's
FRESCO's
what's
saying,
up.
fucking giving him daps like that.
I've seen tons of battles where his opponent wasn't getting love and he's showing it.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
what I mean? Like,
And then he's
seen
like,
battles
because he's
like
a
that,
fan of it.
and that's
purely.
beautiful. Yeah.
And he's not acting there. He's not
It's
trying
kind of
to
messed
come
up
off
when that
like-
happens because it's like, dang, like this person not only had the crowd control when he was rapping, he has the crowd control while this person is rapping.
Yeah,
like,
word.
he's
Which
telling
is
these people
yeah.
to react to their
Yeah,
bars
word
too. Like,
Which is also an underutilized thing when we talk about defense, man. Like, that's something also, like, you can tell when certain people on defense can control the crowd during their
other
opponent's
people's rounds. Like,
yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Y'all talked about that. Like,
Yeah.
turn up.
Right.
Like,
Yeah,
that was a
exactly.
bar.
And yeah, I had a recent battle. I'm not gonna get, but it's the same thing where my opponent has a habit of doing that, and I realized it.
Oh shit.
JC, and during it, like he tries to quiet the crowd down during my battle, and I like just stop, like, hold on, nah. I'm like, this ain't your time. Y'all quiet down. It's like, nah, this is, and
Yeah,
the crowd just
control
goes
your
nuts
shit.
because of
'Cause you
it.
did it,
But he still
yeah.
like kept doing it still throughout the battle. But it was like being aware, like certain people, that's a defensive tactic in a way, is to kind of control,
And that's
look
why
like
people
they're
have
controlling.
have to respect battle rap more
Yeah.
because this is really a training process.
Yeah.
Like this is really a judo. This is a
Yeah.
martial art.
Yeah,
For real.
Yeah,
Like, you gotta
definitely.
study people. You
Yeah.
gotta study their jabs, they punches, like how they maneuver,
Create
all
a
that shit.
different energy for every
Yeah.
opponent.
For real.
Definitely.
Round two, Thesaurus. Talk that shit, player.
All right, so it's
There ain't
like
a chance that he could win today. The bay's what made a man of me. Homie, I'm on my Mophie shit. This case could change to battery. This isn't anger management, it's pain and agony. I'll kill him, take the stand, and get away with it. I'll Casey Anthony.
His name's Anthony.
His name's Anthony.
Oh.
And
Case
is
is
his
changed
last
to
name Fresco? Or was that just some face?
his
Wasn't
name?
his name Anthony Fresco on some social media?
Yeah, his last name's not
Probably.
Fresco.
All right.
This isn't anger management, it's pain and agony. I'll kill him, take the stand, and get away with it. I'll Casey Anthony. Okay, children.
And let the KC Anthony.
Oh.
That's why we're a team.
Let's go.
That's why
Was that
we're a team.
Was that a double or triple?
Stand and get away with it. I'll Casey Anthony.
I think it was a 2.5.
Okay,
Tundra.
children.
I
He'll get
think
coached.
he did a triple and didn't know it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
He needed
Yeah.
me there.
He did.
Yeah.
He needed me there.
He
I
would
was,
have did the.
You were there.
I was there, but I
You're
was
just
drunk as fuck.
You're just drunk, pissing off caustic in the back.
Yeah, it was like face pushing caustic outside or something. I was blackout at this event. I didn't battle at it, but I had a tour date
turned-
the night before in Reno, and I didn't sleep. I slept on the
Oh,
way
shit.
here for like an
Sounds like
hour
it.
and a half, and then
you
got there and just
fucked
started
up.
drinking. It was just
Damn.
like continued my rampage. And yeah, there's me. I was in the front during one of the battles, Big K
K
versus
Caustic.
and became
You
a
was fucked
fixture in
up.
the battle rap because one of them referenced me, and I'm like, you're trash. And like kind of argued back and forth during the battle. Like, yeah, it was a
Oh,
shit show.
no.
It was a shit show.
And get away with it. I'll Casey Anthony. Okay, children. He'll get coached on stage. That's Craig Nelson. At our peaks, this is Mount St. Helens to cave dwelling. Go ahead, click in your seatbelt. It ain't helping because that hook will make him spin in his chair. He Blake Shelton. They tell me toe tag and Fresco won't happen ever, but I'll take flight. Masked up, low cabin pressure. See, his pen's fire.
Hard.
His pen fire, but sometimes it don't match his efforts, so the way he raps is play and catch. He just throws that together. Never risk taking, but he must
Stupid.
admit what I did
tight.
changed him, because my shit gave him a foundation. I'm bricklaying. So the more you see this Chris Angel illusion of clips waving, the more you about to see money get pressed like inflation. They've been saying I'll automatically lose if I use gay jokes on him. But I
he
wouldn't
gay?
do that in the base.
No.
He just the way he dressed.
Yeah, it's
And
so
all-
funny. It's like how like super homophobic everybody is. He just
Right.
like had bangs.
Metro.
This is the
Oh,
this is
have
the JPEG
bangs.
you should have used for
Oh my
this.
god. But yeah, when Fresco first
Or
came
it's a
on the
good
scene,
one right there.
he just dressed like kind of nice for like, and he like
Yeah.
kind of emo and shit like
well-
that. And people were just like,
Emo
"You're
Metro?
gay."
But it was so he was wearing like, really it's like the talking about hip hop, like the evolution, because he was dressing similar to how he dresses now, but even back in grind time when
Yep.
everyone's super baggy,
Yeah, he was
and he
wearing
had his
tight
hair,
hat. Yeah,
with the
and
bangs,
his face,
and so
yeah.
everyone was
It's
just
just
like,
different.
oh, you're just fucking Metro,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
homo and
Yeah.
you're gay,
Yeah.
and that was like always the main angle. Like I think in Thesaurus' first round, he said people said I'll automatically lose if I use gay jokes against him, and what he was saying is that that's all anyone
Anybody
would ever
ever
used
uses?
against him
Oh,
okay.
because of the way he would dress and shit,
Okay.
Yeah, like Sultan won just calling him gay.
Yeah, the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or you about to see money get pressed like inflation. They've been saying I'll automatically lose if I use gay jokes
Okay.
on them.
Right there.
But I
not
wouldn't do
for
that
sure.
in the bass, so it ain't no problem. I don't need them. Each bow leave them with no feeling, no coke fiending, just dope lines. I'm ODing. Ain't no type of that powder. It's just fire and power. I'm about to flash on him. 88 miles per hour.
Alright, so I never knew
Flux
what that
capacitor.
meant until you guys broke it down when we watched this in the last watch.
Yeah.
The flux capacitor, man.
Yeah.
I remember I was just like, it was something.
I don't think
everybody
I
else
got it. I
understands
think someone else broke it down to me.
Didn't even with like what's that movie?
Land Before Time. I was
No,
Land
when
Before,
they
Back to the Future. I said
yeah.
Land Before
Yeah,
Time.
they put it on like 88
and
or
that's,
something like that.
And that's
what
the
this
shirt he
wearing.
has on is the
DeLorean.
DeLorean.
I didn't know
that's
that
why he,
until
like,
we
pointed at
watched
his
it,
shirt.
and I always wondered what that shirt was, and then you were like, "It's a DeLorean shirt," and, I'm
And
like,
I didn't get it when I seen it when
Yeah.
I first watched this battle, and someone else maybe even the Thesaurus broke it down like, oh, or maybe Nino. Somebody was like, oh no, the DeLorean fucking 80. I'm like, oh, was that because that was the speed that where it would
You had to go.
change to
That's
go to a
crazy.
different time, and he's wearing that shirt with the DeLorean on it.
Even when he's home, his bitch likes when I pound her. She hop on it down the street like a wireless router. Flash on him, 80. Ain't no type of that powder.
That's
it's just
crazy.
fire and power. I'm about to flash on him, 88 miles per hour. Even when he's home, his bitch likes when I pound her. She hop on it down the street like a wireless router.
Fire.
I love this battle. So
Talk
much.
that wireless router shit. Yo, I seen a wireless you know how there's always like wireless routers with funny names, like there's the one like FBI van or this one. It was like online I think, but it was a meme or something, a picture of one. It was like, I got you, my nigga, and it was just no security, like no pass. It was like, I got you.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
We had one that was like when I lived in an apartment over in Palms. It was like there was one where we were like making it. There was one that was like the Pimps of 318, like that was their apartment number. So what ours was the real Pimps of 318. So they would sign up and be like, wait, what? We're the Pimps.
Every time. What? That's amazing.
You've been spiraling downward. It wasn't a mistake. So keep bumping them gums. I'll uppercut you in the face. Some will say I wouldn't win this if it wasn't in the Bay, but you'll get trumped in every state. No Republican debate.
Pause for a Remy Martin ad.
Do we have any more beers? I want to keep drinking Henny and get all super.
Yeah, I think there's some beers. I think, unless fucking Greg annihilated them all.
No.
Y'all so funny. I use everybody's real name.
Yeah, sorry.
Like Pete,
I don't know.
Pete
Didn't even know it was Greg.
And what's funny is I don't know any of my, like, I know my homies' real names, but I call them by, like, they're,
so
like,
long.
Avo is Avo. I say Avo. And then I'm like, even when I get, like, lifts or something, like, if you get me, a lift, I'm like, they're like, Kyle, I'm like, oh, yeah, Kyle. But it's always, like, you know, even when he's like Pete or whatever, I'm like,
But okay,
and
the
now
whole,
I know.
The whole thing is
but-
Avo and Pete are one. I mean, Avo, Kyle, one syllable. So Greg is one syllable. Illmac.
So
I
just
don't
make
know.
it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Thesaurus is two syllables.
Yeah,
Pete's
but
easier.
even with some of my like
my
Bobby
name
is
is long as
Bobby,
hell.
and Bobby isn't his real name. That's
Yeah.
his rap, Bobby
Yeah,
Butcher.
yeah.
Chase is, I guess
So
Chase
y'all
is
can
his
call
real
me
name.
SO or Finesse. That's perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? And a lot of people, that's why that Solomon line, the battle ain't drop, hit home. Because I'm like, and it not in the spot, but when I watched it back, I'm like, who are you talking to? Because like, he said like, even his real homies call him by his rap name. And like, yeah, everyone calls me Illmac, but it's not that I'm like, you call me Illmac. That's just what they know me as. And like, Spark is Spark to me. He isn't Matt. That's like one of my DJ. And I'm like, Spark. And these people, because I just know, that's how I met them.
Yeah.
That's who they are to
In
me,
the world
you
that
know?
you in, you hear it so much.
Yeah. It's
speaking
not that I
of-
prefer.
Oh, it's a bad one. Don't use that
Oh,
one.
my bad.
That's a good one for
That's a decent one.
Debate.
Get Trump in every state, no Republican debate.
Man,
Let's go.
Fools is not playing in the slightest. Round 2, Fresco. Let him know, player.
You gave birth to off-point comparisons disguised as hard punches. Like, oh, that's why your heart's pumping. Because you look like Michael Clark Duncan with his private part shrunken.
Which is actually a great, I'm sorry to keep pausing, but it's actually a great line in the way that, on a positive note, like the Saurus kind of revolutionized freestyle battle rap in the way that for the longest, like it was always like, you know, observational humor, obviously. So it's like, oh, you look like this person on crack. And what the Thesaurus literally came in,
This
and no
guy's
one else was
retarded
doing
brother.
that. and he would rhyme the name with something further explaining. So
James Vanderbeek.
Yeah, James Vander. You look like James Vanderbeek on 8 grams of tweak. No one was doing that. Or like you look like Suge Knight. You know, if he had sex with a Butch Dyke, like you look like, and it was no longer just okay to say you looked like someone and then put on crack, or if you just rhymed their name, that was too simple.
Right.
He changed the game in
bars.
that. It's actually a positive thing, but Fresco's like turning it into a negative essentially by being like, oh,
My homie-
like you revolutionized this. But and then he gives an example.
Okay, that's a fucking.
I was trying to just
place,
make sure
dog.
I could like go back.
Nah,
it
it's
wasn't
okay.
letting me.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, now. Okay.
Like, oh, that's why your heart's pumping. Because you look like this disguised as hard punches. Like, oh,
That's what
who
he said.
gave birth to
Disguised as hard
off-point
punches.
comparisons disguised as hard punches. Like, oh, that's why your heart's pumping. Because you look like Michael Clark Duncan with his private part shrunken.
That's all. That's all point punch.
So if you try to spark something, he got that Nickelodeon magazine. That means slime will start dumping. He said, people think my left is made of metal-plated armor. I stopped the battle right there, and I never made it far. He probably said,
Hey, and that line, all right, that was hard. That was hard, right?
Yeah, that was hard.
But if you look at that line that the SAURUS said, it got slept on even in the battle that was against Big K. But that bar was crazy because he said, people think the left is made of metal-plated armor until I raise that right like a dedicated father.
Yeah,
Like,
that was crazy.
That was stupid.
Yeah.
And that rhyme scheme was way longer
Yeah.
than
That's
that.
tight.
That was insane.
But it was cool
yeah,
for him
he's
to
kind
play
of
off of
rebuttaling.
it.
He's like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna take his like biggest strengths, him revolutionizing
Wait,
battle.
the thumbnail.
If you ever have Fresco on here, that's the thing. He's sliding. That's the sliding in your DMs gif.
Wait,
But yeah.
Somebody should use that as a meme.
Right? But like, yeah, he's taking his biggest strengths right here and using. Yeah,
battle right there, and I never made it farther. He probably said, you're fucking up the feng shui. You should have decorated smarter. This is not the fade you wanted. I'm your second favorite barber.
stupid.
You just want to pop a bottle like a celebration starter, but they're looking at you funny like an elevator farter.
Still on the same rhyme.
It's lines like that that'll probably get you relegated, partner, in your Poe Rich bag at ground zero on a detonation marker. Now that's a tiny sample, but a prime example. You gotta know when to walk away. It's no time to gamble. Bum ass flow. Fuck you and anybody taking it. I've been using gun lines since grind time when everybody hated it. He was like,
It's true. It's true.
all these whack MCs rapping about guns are just as fake as ever. At least I could frame it better and give a more creative effort. I could use gun bars and stress the syllables to make it clever, cause he's known for keeping something tucked like Caitlyn Jenner. You need to take your notebooks and throw
Yeah, okay. I will say he was
He said
rhyming
it
that
right,
as someone brought it up in the chat. No, no, they're buying, but I will agree. At the time, it's all about, like, again, right? It's all about swag, confidence, and how you're delivering it. But elevator farter is terrible. People looking at you funny like an elevator farter.
Like,
That's actually
I think
terrible.
I thought that was the point.
But
Like,
yes,
yeah.
yeah, okay, it was the point. Like,
With
oh,
that
you
one,
should have said.
I feel like he slid that one in there.
Yeah,
Because
and-
it wasn't a bar.
Yeah.
But it actually was funny because
Yeah.
nobody likes that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. And that, I guess that was his
Have you ever
point.
experienced
I give him that was his
Like-
point.
Terrible.
Because before that he said what you should have said or what you could have said was, and then he goes into that and like, all right, I give him
I don't
that.
think it was supposed to be like
yeah,
a
it's
bar
satirical.
bar.
It's satirical, sarcastic. I'll give him
them all
that.
into a paper
Terrible
shredder. This shit is.
experience.
You need to take your notebooks and throw them all into a paper shredder. This shit has been a long time coming. It's better late than never. I hardly spend time in my bars because I don't take forever. Plus, I'm stuck in a teenage wasteland like the Staples Center when the Lakers enter. Now I'm out for blood. That's why you losing a leader. I took my cue from Dr. Mundo how I threw you a cleaver. He was in an acting troupe doing musical theater while I was in an Aston coupe playing musical sweepers. He say I'm nice, but the feeling isn't mutual, Peter. After the last album, Chase Morton want nothing to do with you neither. I mean, Madness hasn't called you since you blew up his beeper. It's 2015. Your man Greg still ain't threw you a feature.
It's not true.
Oh, you're great.
Yeah. And the whole thing is like everyone's like, "Oh, you still ain't done a song," because when me and Thesaurus battled, like that was something I said against him. But that ain't true. We did 2 songs. One of them was on Skrill Walton. I was on Thesaurus's album.
Give him the name.
And that was on 2 Time, the name of the song on Thesaurus's album. And he was on a bonus track on Skrill Walton, the deluxe edition, called I Remember.
A bonus track, the deluxe edition. You're gonna do that to him? Like, throw him on the fucking DVD extras?
I also put Only Gold
bonus
and
track
Chase on
on
it.
the
Like, that was...
Yeah, but he's done hella songs with those fools.
Aw,
Throwing you on the bus right now, dog.
You trying to throw gas on it. Hold on, man. This fool's trying to ruin my day. Hold on, man.
It's 2015.
Hey, shut up right quick.
I'm sorry.
Your man Craig still ain't threw you a feature.
Ain't true.
He's known your ass for 20 years and still don't have a song with you. So that's a strong signal that your fans have all dwindled. Y'all could have done a rap-along single for the Amazon Kindle and had the nursing home turn before your grandma called bingo. You must have scratched the wrong pimples and you have some soft dimples, so you ugly and soft, I guess the path you on fits you. I could switch magazines like I grabbed the wrong issue or leave him crushed in the grill of the Black Range like a mastodon hit you. They say Thesaurus is robbing the cradle.
Trash.
Let's get to chopping his fable. I say keep that shit up for as long as you're able. He's like a card shark sitting at the softest of tables trying to lure a sucker in with the comedy angle. But I wonder what'll happen when his daughter gets playful. 40-year-old man with the little girl you thought was your angel in a fully loaded Jag with all the options enabled, pulling that bitch's hair back like she wanted a facial. He'll probably tell her that he love her and he's honest and faithful, but all he wants is a quick plug like an optical cable. So now you're up at night looking at the locket she gave you because a lonely dad's the only man that your daughter relates to. Splash.
Yo, looking back, that round's way closer than I thought at first.
That closer's cold as fuck, though.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but
This
there's
is a-
hella
this is a
trash
shit
in it.
battle.
Like, playing poker at the softest of tables. The softest of tables.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like bunch of forced rhyme,
you're
but
right.
he's delivering it really well.
Yeah.
And see,
I
that's the
really like
difference
this
between
guy.
on footage. You know, nah, for sure, he's killing it. I thought it was like. Pete's my guy, Thesaurus my guy. I thought it was when I first seen it 3 of them.
right,
Like
though.
watching it back, I'm a little more critical. Like
because
as
I remember
I'm
in the
digesting.
building, I was just like, man, Fresco just bulldozed the shit out of Pete. You know?
Yeah, but that round is debatable to me.
it's
I don't know.
Closer watching it back.
I'm gonna play devil's
Ooh, you're gonna
advocate
get
on that,
Pete?
and I'm gonna say Thesaurus that
Okay.
round.
All right.
I'm gonna say 1-1.
I got
and I
two-
know
I
I
got
might.
2-0 Fresco.
Yeah, I might be in the mind. That's what I thought when I first.
probably
But
not.
like when
Probably
I'm
not.
watching it back and just seeing like soft as a table.
Chat, what do you
know
think?
what?
You think
With
Pete or
me,
Fresco?
I really feel like I will have to watch it again.
Yeah.
Like, we're not gonna do it right now,
Let's go,
but
let's
I
go.
feel like both of them rounds were debatable.
Yeah, a lot of people saying 1-1. Thesaurus won this round. 1-1.
This round?
Let's go.
Or I
Yeah.
could have him edge that.
Yeah.
He Fresco, this wasn't a good as good a round as his first round.
Right.
Yeah.
You lost a little
So I'll
momentum.
give that.
This
for
first
sure.
I
round
will
was
give
fucking
that.
Yeah.
incredible, though.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yo, for
So
sure.
if they edge the Taurus, the second, yeah,
Not mad
I
at
wouldn't
it.
debate with it. Yeah.
Let's go.
There it is. Fucking crazy ass round. But hold up. It all comes
Now
down
to
to
the
this
third.
round, motherfucker. I ain't come to joke around. You know this
Okay.
clown's been broken down, and from my
Yo,
left,
Thesaurus is in the chat right now too. He said elevator farter is an auto L for the round. Because Thesaurus,
it's a what?
he's like it's an auto L. It's automatic loss.
shit, I ain't come to joke around. You know this clown's been broken down, and from my local crowd, this is how a closing round's supposed to sound. Now watch this, it's all biz. He don't know what a cross is till I drop one on him like a drawbridge. Should've saw this coming. Me punchlining with you, it's about to be more one-sided than unbiased review. You won't deny that it's true just because I won't pass the torch. I'm Bo Jackson, belong in my own class of sport.
Yo, he said more one-sided than an unbiased review. Was he predicting the future, talking about unbiased Chris's sexual exploits being one-sided and time? He might. He might have.
You're onto something.
Hey, think
You're onto
about
something.
it.
Back. I like you.
I'm just saying.
You're onto something.
If it wasn't, it hits now.
Damn, you might have won.
One-sided and unbiased review. You won't deny that it's true just because I won't pass the torch. I'm Bo Jackson, belong in my own class of sport. I'll kill him on cam, but it won't stand in court, so I go back and forth. Just toe tag the corpse. You got no chance. I'll beat you in your own dang arena. Charge it to the game? Nope, won't take his visa.
All right,
Talk
that's
about
another
it.
thing I appreciate
Talk
about
about
the
it.
Source is he uses like
Dang and
unprofessional curse word.
frickin'.
Yeah, he'll say freaking and
dang
dang.
arena.
Your own
Your own dang arena.
Yeah, hey, but it's dope, right? Because he's trying to
I'll
broaden
fuck with it, though.
he's trying to broaden the horizons of battle rap,
Dang
make it
arena.
accessible to the future.
Word.
Hey,
I'll
hey,
fuck
as
with
your own
the more
freaking-
susceptible, the more sponsors.
Right?
Yeah, word up,
Yeah,
man.
he's
Battle rap is not that hostile.
he's good at using words like freaking and dang.
Freaking,
and-
yeah, that's it.
Freaking, yeah. Hey, I like it.
No chance. I'll beat you in your own dang arena. Charge it to the game?
Wait,
Nope.
pause it though. I'm so happy that you said that because I thought that was like a word, like dangarina.
Yeah,
And
your own
I
dang
didn't,
arena.
and I didn't know what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
But I
Well,
was
see,
gonna
the
let it-
dang
I was
arena.
gonna let it
Dang
fly.
arena
That's what, well,
your own dangarina.
Fresco's
I'm like,
part of
okay.
a metro-friendly gym.
Dangarina.
Yeah, it's called Dang Arena.
Oh shit,
It's like
bro.
It's like the
You
LA,
have to
it's
gel
like
your
the
bangs.
LA fitness of wherever Fresco's from, and it's Dang
Are you
Arena. And they got
trolling?
their own,
Yeah, he's trolling.
Thai-
Okay,
they got their own like
yeah.
Thai bow,
But
it's
when
called,
he said
yeah,
it,
yeah.
that's how I
It's called
feel.
Dang.
Okay.
Yeah, the type of Thai bow he does. It's like a dance routine, like Zumba, but it's called Dang. But they do the crowds are crazy. They do it in an arena, so it's the Dang Arena. You know?
Oh, okay. So that was tight.
yeah.
I'll kill him on cam, but it won't stand in court, so I go back and forth. Pass the Tonight it's true just because I won't pass the torch. I'm Bo Jackson, belong in my own class of sport. I'll kill him on cam, but it won't.
Yo, why is there one? Woo! listen, all class of sport.
You always pick up this weird
Bo
Yeah,
Jackson,
listen.
belong in my own class of sport. I'll kill him on cam, but it won't stand in court, so I go back and forth. Just toe tag the corpse. You got no chance. I'll beat you in your own dang arena. Charge it to the game? Nope, won't take his visa. You want to throw? I'll go straight to home plate and greet you. I've been flipping off the bat, San Jose Batista. Don't take a genius to see your business is foreclosed. Message delivered in Morse code. This is a war zone. I know you straight, but how you dress? I've seen bitches in your clothes. For real. I seen bitches in your clothes. It's like you shop at Narnia. You lying.
I want to hear it.
Yeah, hey, see,
I
one
wanna
of those
hear it.
is what the clip you need, or the little
Yeah,
JPEG.
yeah,
you
yeah,
need.
yeah.
For real. I seen bitches in your clothes. It's like you shop at Narnia. You lying.
I don't get it.
Like that right
Too
there.
soon.
Yeah,
Too
that shit
soon.
right
No,
there.
no.
No, because he has to
One more
stop
second.
anyways.
One more second. There.
Oh,
It's like you shop in Narnia. You lying, which is your wardrobe.
Hard.
In Narnia,
See, they
you
reacted before the punch. That's crazy. It's because they were reacting to, like, no, Avo needs to use this as a JPEG for what?
Shop at Narnia. You lie.
You lying witch is your wardrobe. Let's go. Hey, why did the crowd laugh before the punch? Because he said it's like you shop at Narnia, and he had already gave the impression, and you just see Fresco, and you're like, yeah, Narnia.
Yeah, it's hilarious because it's like I don't know, man. It's so funny because like looking at Fresco now, it's like you would look at him and be like, faggot.
No,
like,
you look at him like, oh, that's normal.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you have a shirt on and a jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Side note, people keep asking, oh, when's Raising the Bar sick? It's
Never.
available. It's already.
It's never
we
coming out.
debuted it on a live stream already, and it's available right now at patreon.com/illmactv for my 5 and up patrons.
Yeah.
So it's out because I seen a bunch of people acting.
Patreon.com/illmactv.
Yeah.
Plenty more to come.
Yeah. This battle's crazy. Man, again, second round, Devil's Advocate, that shit, woof.
Oh, you think Pete got it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously I said, but Yeah.
Nah, I mean, yeah, watching it back, definitely. This whole fucking event was crazy, man. There's so many good battles that happened in this
Man,
event.
I want to see another, like, not big, but like event in the Bay. Like the Bay crowd is really dope. Man.
URL's
I feel
going
like
there.
they've all, Oh, spilled the beans.
No, I didn't spill the beans. It's already announced.
Man, that's dope.
January. I don't know the date. Survivor Series. Which is, yeah.
When is that? Like early next year sometime, probably?
Yeah, January 16th in the Bay.
Yeah, I feel like if I come back, I want to do some shit like like Traffic or, you know, some like, you know, on the West. In that other
Whatever,
platform.
Fuck that. Go to Smack, dude. Smack Volume
That's
3.
what I'm talking about.
NYC.
Smack. Nah,
Some
I want to do
VIP
West.
shit.
I'm gonna get my feet wet.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah,
actually,
get
it
your
might be
feet
RBE next. Like RBE crowd is really dope. I had fun out there, man. It's crazy because when I was battling JC, man, so many times they were going nuts off the
leaders.
setups.
Yeah.
And then in the punches I lost them.
All the
But it's
lines
because
they
I feel
were
like it
quoting
was like
crazy.
momentum, you know, where I was like
It was
confused.
setups. They
I'm
were
why
like,
would
there was some
Why would
quote
you
that they
react
quoted
to
from you that was like, it was like the interrogation mirror.
Yeah,
line.
and that
I'm
was
like,
the setup.
I'm like, that's a setup. That doesn't mean it.
Yeah.
It's just a setup.
it's a decent
You know what,
simile,
though?
but
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been someone who's reacted to stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like we predict what you're going to say.
Yeah.
So it's like you start to sit up. It's like,
me too.
oh,
Yeah, me too.
And then what happens is either you let us down or
Or-
you play it out.
Yeah. Or I feel like when there's an interruption, even if like, oh, that setup was crazy, but then you know, if a crowd stops the battler at that point, or if just the battler
get the whole
stops,
effect.
they don't get the flow of it, the
Yeah.
momentum of it. Even though
Yeah.
the punch might have been harder, it's like, oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
Like
But
busting them too early.
because we got stopped, like as a battler, I'm like, because I got stopped during the setup, my punch didn't land only because
Yeah, that
you
happened
know
to me
the
before.
momentum got kind of cut. I had to rewind it, and then it was
I had
like
to better
they
stop
said
them, like,
the
hold
setup
up,
with
like,
me,
that
and then
wasn't
the
it.
punch was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool.
That was cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
like no, it was hard.
Yeah, if you wouldn't have reacted
y'all-
to the
y'all
setup and
already
then just
gave
held
your
it to the
energy
end of
to
the
the-
night, like hold the
man.
questions till the end. Who said that? Was that Lux? Hold it to the end. Yeah, against Calico. He was like,
Lux?
hold it to the end. Yeah.
Performance
Yeah,
and his
yeah.
like feeding with the crowd is phenomenal. I don't think nobody
amazing.
does it better than Lux.
I don't know.
But
if I
to
can
play,
argue
to play
against
devil's
that.
advocate, the crowd that he performs in most of the time eat up him so much. We watched Hollow versus him with Jay Black, and people were booing like Hollow, and like, you know, the part where like Hollow's like, he's perfect. He can bury a meteorite and it won't ever resurface. He's perfect. Some like girl in the crowd's like, it's because he is. Like they'll yell out, he is perfect. You know, and that's a fucking Jersey.
Yeah.
Like that's not in fucking
Yeah.
like Harlem.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's. I think the crowd is just like, we all love Lux. It's like
Oh,
fucking
yeah,
not like
yeah,
a
yeah.
damn like mystery or anything like
Yeah.
that. But I feel like everybody's just so, I want to see Lux. You know,
Yeah.
so they're just like, ah.
He has an
know?
aura around him.
He choked in New York and didn't get booed.
But to be honest, he garners it though. Like, you know, when I watched the 24/7 or whatever leading up to him and Hollow, where they're both
That was
working out
amazing.
and running,
Yeah.
and seeing his thought behind, like I could tell he takes shit so seriously.
Yeah.
Like we were having a conversation outside where I'm like, I was talking about like, you know, even when I'm not writing or if I can't write, I try to watch stuff on body language, read a book per opponent, you
Different
know,
things.
talk YouTube stuff on speaking like a leader or whatever. Like I'm
Well, me, it's
always
like
trying to give
maneuvering
myself
energy and stuff like that. Like
and he's someone I think that really does that,
All
and
of
it
that type of
shows
shit,
like
yeah.
like physically it shows, and when you watch his delivery and performance, regardless if you like every line or whatever, his performance is impeccable.
Yeah.
And like the way he projects and how his voice can fluctuate and he can control it is incredible. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
true.
And that's
He's
something like,
like-
even when I
even
watched
watching
that
him do the,
battle, thinking Hollow
even
won,
him watching him
I
do
was
the
amazed by Lux.
the freaking when he did his freestyle thing on.
Funkmaster
Yeah,
Flex.
yeah.
I'm
His
telling
animation
you,
too,
like,
and his
I was
eyes.
just
is
about to
like,
say his
Jesus
performance.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
With
I'm
the
just
bars,
like. He looks like a fucking
it was
tiger
like,
that you're just like.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, I'm practicing performance on any radio
At one
cipher
point, you're like, he's
ever.
waiting for like to bite the mic,
Yeah,
like that.
yeah,
word.
Yeah,
like,
for sure, definitely.
let's go.
For real. I seen bitches in your clothes. It's like you shop at Narnia. You lying. It's like you shop in Narnia. You lion, which is your wardrobe. This is more close to a dissection. Try testing all right, left, and then shortcut like swipe texting. Your time's ended. Walk over you, high-stepping, headshot, make his whole thoughts change like a life lesson. Now, I'm guessing there's a reason that you reference ratchets, even though you showed up dressed like that chick.
That's hilarious.
Trying to appeal to two demographics like Lenny Kravitz, but it's...
Yo, do you think there was a chick there that was
No,
dressed like...
he just pointed to Fox.
Just wanted to dress like that chick. He's like, all right, I'm not
But
gonna
the
look. I
beauty
know
of
that's
that-
Fox.
Yeah,
It's for
like-
people who don't understand battle rap.
Yeah.
Who just watching this, they think it's freestyle.
Yeah. Like, oh
Yeah.
shit,
Yeah.
he put that chick was
Yeah.
really dressed like
Yeah,
that.
like people really believe
Now,
this is all still
the best
freestyle.
example of that shit was when Eminem dropped the fucking verse against Trump, and everybody's like, "Yo, was that really off the top?" And I was like,
what?
Well, see, that's
Give me
reaching
what?
a broader
Fucking break,
audience
dog.
that
What?
not battle rap, where those people
People at my work were like turning
That's
around,
what I'm
like,
saying,
they're like,
though.
"Oh,
There's a
oh,
lot of
Kyle
people
might
like
know."
that.
So this Eminem freestyle, was this really a freestyle? And I'm like, well, you know, it kind of is a freestyle, like
The
that.
thing
You know,
is, it was so
means that.
simple. It could have been a freestyle, but it wasn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Go.
freestyle
Like,
also is
they
not.
like shitting on that.
But everybody outside of like the hip hop culture thinks of freestyle as meaning off the top. It's like,
Right,
oh,
just-
he's thinking of it right
Yeah,
now.
all
It's a
improv.
freestyle,
Right.
you know,
Right.
which we all know it's just a
Yeah.
free verse.
Yeah,
essentially.
Right.
yeah,
So,
and that's been the case even during the glory of the freestyle era, right?
Exactly.
You had the freestyle battles going on
Have
all
you
across
guys
the country, and
read,
you still had the
Decoded by
mixtape.
Jay-Z?
No.
So he Decoded basically is a book where Jay-Z talks about his life, but he breaks down different verses that he did in different songs and where it was relevant to different parts of his life. But he talks about that, like the freestyle area. You know, they used to meet up at the park and freestyle and this and that, but it stopped being freestyle real fast. You know, like they had little notes and shit, like every night, like they writing shit, like so they had to go the next day and have their stuff. And it got so crazy to where he started like writing stuff in tiny little, like weird writing
Like
because
crib notes, like
people
college.
was stealing each other's stuff.
Right.
Like they steal your
interesting.
notebook.
Interesting.
Like
Yeah.
stuff
That's
like
crazy.
that. Like
Damn.
it being wasn't freestyle.
Yeah.
Like freestyle was a terminology. Like
Yeah.
you know,
And-
in
yeah.
the moment.
Yeah.
And
For
like
real.
you
In the
related
moment,
to
yeah, you're
anything
right.
else, right? Like motocross or skateboarding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Freestyle means like you're not just on the vert, right? You can kind of do whatever you want. That doesn't mean you haven't practiced that thing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
it just means that you can just kind of
Perfect
do whatever you
analogy.
want. You know
Perfect
what I mean?
analogy.
And the other thing is like during there was congruent movements. There was like on the West, and it isn't only the West, but there was the freestyle battle circuit, and then you still had smack going on at that time. They're battling with mixtape versus these things, right? But that's not to say that wasn't freestyle, because they would change a line or two, or instead of making it about they or something vague, it's about you, or changing it, and it's still
that you brought
improv.
that up,
That's
too,
still
because
that's still freestyle, you know?
That is where people started losing respect for writtens. Because they would spit song verses. And song verses sound completely different than what we do.
Right.
If somebody gets out there on this battle rap field and they spit a song verse, it stands out and they will probably get booed.
I think there's exceptions to that, just because like certain ones, right? So there's certain times where like I completely agree with you. I'm not But there's certain, like, say, you know, when like certain times when daylight gets in his bag, when he just won't stop the flow. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, you could put a beat under that. And then we were just doing the Big Cheese remixes of like Oh Solo and Bill Collector who rap on this kind of cadence. Yeah,
people have cadences, and that's the beauty of rap.
Right, but they wrote it for the battle. Yeah.
But it's a difference between like this sounds like a song.
Right.
Like you got a hook. You just gave us the hook low key. With
the
with the verse, like. Don't go into the second verse, bro, please. Like, you know?
It's true.
All right, let's do this.
Well, appeal to two demographics like Lenny Kravitz, but it's...
You appeal to two different demographics.
Trying to appeal to two demographics like Lenny Kravitz, but it's... Appeal to two demographics like Lenny Kravitz, but it's just theatrics. There's nothing upstairs but an empty attic. I will dead this cat, head in the bag, like any match they offer. This was just a short stop in the bay. I'm Brandon Crawford. Ain't no cannon fodder, this cat is softer.
And performance, like, I can only imagine the energy he created in the room.
And
amazing.
I always hear Thesaurus up, like giving a piece of my writing
Has Thesaurus battled Danny yet? No.
Oh, damn, that's like, crazy.
This performance I'm seeing right now and the way Danny moved and stuff,
that's super on point.
That'll be
good battle.
Fire.
It's a good battle.
That's a great idea.
It's a great battle.
I always hit the source up about it in my sports bars because he's such a he's a gambler, but he's such a sport. I'm like, all right, this makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I played basketball. I played, basketball. I'm like, but yo, if I'm incorporating, baseball or fucking, I'm like, this makes it. He's like, yeah, I would flip this. You know what I mean? Like, he's the sports guy. Like, just a shortstop in the Bay, like Danny Crawford. I don't know who Danny Crawford is, but I know he's a shortstop on a team from the Bay, whether that be the A's or whatever else is over there. You know what I mean? Baseball wise.
I'm Brandon Crawford. Bag like any match they offer. This was just a short stop in the Bay. I'm Brandon Crawford. Ain't no cannon fodder. This cat is softer than behind the candle opera. Now watch your life get canceled like the time I battled Hoffa. 2-time champ, I'll win it 2 times more. Now I'm back on top of the game like a new high score. Splash.
Hard.
That was a good round, but at the same time, it wasn't that strong. It wasn't that strong to where whatever. Like, I'm looking to see what he does. Like, if he comes with a strong back-to-back.
This is Fresco's best round.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
We about to be in.
It's long as hell.
Yeah, it is long too.
Score. Splash.
I mean, it was dope.
I mean, this is short rounds too for typical battle. Yeah, it's the bottom of the third.
That's fucked up, but he's an innuendo.
And there it is, Fresco, round motherfucking 3.
All right, hold it down. Look, you blew up when battles had DJs, but can't rap to a beat. That's like a professional breakdancer that can't move his feet.
My bad, y'all.
Right? No.
I just noticed, he took his jacket off.
Yeah, he had the little polo joint. Like, I felt him. Let's see what happens
like,
now. He's tapping into his special power. That shirt is painted on. Let's go.
But can't rap. You blew up when battles had DJs, but can't rap to a beat. That's like a professional breakdancer that can't move his feet. Ugly dude with freestyles, they're like, that dude is heat. But this is a written battle filmed in HD, which is bad news for Pete. And my lines will be the only lines they quote from it. So this won't be a battle where the fans can say we both stunted. I wrote something, pass it to your girl, now she's so blunted. She gonna give me a little face like the old hundreds. Red, white, and green diamonds like Italian ice. Shorty's so wet on the phone, she need a bag of rice.
Stupid. Yo, I'm bad with phones. And anytime I've ever, dropped my phone in water, take out the battery, put it in the rice. Yeah. Stupid.
Diamonds like Italian ice. Shorty's so wet on the phone, she need a bag of rice.
Fine.
Why did I react to that and I halfway got the
Look, red, red, white, and green diamonds.
I dipped my phone and battery in rice.
Yeah, me too, right? Take it all out, blow on it, put it in. Yep.
Look, red, white, and green diamonds like Italian ice. Shorty so wet on the phone, she need a bag of rice. You ain't been popping for a while like a can of slice. Seasoned fans took me, so they booked me for the added spice. Now I ain't even wanna use this bar for Pete.
See, I didn't get seasoned fans booked me, seasoned fans want me, so they booked me for the added spice. Seasoned spice. I didn't catch that. It's subtle. It's not the biggest haymaker, but I didn't catch it at all. I thought
phone,
it was
she need a bag of rice. You ain't been popping for a while like a can of slice. Seasoned fans took me, so they booked me for the added spice. Now I ain't even wanna use this bar for Pete, but he lives in the desert, so we should be used to all this heat. So from Cancun to a sand dune, I roll up on dude and park the Jeep, ready to dump the cans in his buggy like a supermarket sweep. I can wake his block up or let the tech ring silent. Maybe boy, I'm pro-choice, but fuck your left-wing bias. Now that was a check swing, but this next thing's violent. I'm about to open up on him like an X-wing pilot. My connect always good. I got extra bandwidth and a second plan for anything the weapons can't fix. I got money changing hands like Mega Man's fist.
I want to punch somebody. That was fire.
He said, I want to punch him after. I want to punch him after. Is that what he said?
What did he say?
But like out of like respect, like
yeah, that was fire. Is that what he said?
Or maybe he just said he was punching.
What did he say?
Holy fuck! I want to punch somebody. That was fire.
I think he said I want to punch him after that. That was fire.
Yeah.
Money changing hands like Mega Man's fist. The watch got a second hand. You got a second hand wrist. He about to.
Hey, somebody said in the chat I seen earlier, but they were like, oh, he knew to take the jacket off after the Saurus's rounds were done, so he couldn't freestyle about the yellow shirt or the tight shirt. Which the Saurus is a great freestyler.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could
it's
see
funny
that
because
being
earlier I said like, does he have a shirt on under?
Yeah.
Like I thought it was his
Right?
skin.
Yeah. hey, good observation, chat.
About to face another blemish. This the worst you get sweep. The ashes get swept under the rug like it hurts to give grief. Super soaker backpack. Squirt the kid brief. Plus they love me in the hood like the 1st and 15th.
Hold on. Wait, pause. He said ashes get swept under the rug like it hurts to give grief. And then he said, what?
Then he said, plus they love me in the hood like the 1st and 15th.
That's when they get the money on they fucking food stamps. What do you know about that?
What do you know about that?
What?
What do you know about that?
Did you get the bar?
No,
you didn't get the bar.
The funniest thing is
That was the bar.
I didn't know about that line for hella long, and me and Greg were actually talking really fucking recently about that.
You texted me like a few days ago.
No. I forgot.
Like a week ago.
I think you said it like jokingly in a text, and I was like, you know what? The funny part about that is I never understood that bar, and then you explained.
Oh
it to me.
yeah. It was probably some John. I was like, oh no, that is. I was like something. I like texted him. I was like, plus they love me. I just texted him like, plus they love me, and he said like, I never got that bar.
Yeah.
And he's like, what is? This is recently.
Yeah,
like in the last like a week or something.
That was a food stamp.
And I was like, yeah, no, the food stamps clear on the on the EBT like in the 1st and 15th.
And what makes it so cold with him is because first appearance, if you never heard him rap, you would never think he would know anything about that. But his demeanor when he starts rapping, I don't put it past that he's been through some shit.
Right.
For real.
And that's the only reason it's a bar from him, right?
Yeah,
it's because it's like, plus they love me in the hood. Like, which you wouldn't expect that they would love him in the hood.
Yeah,
so it's like
I don't put it past. Like, it's not like he says some shit and it feels fake.
Right.
Like, I feel like he's been rapping about some real shit the whole time. Yeah. Like, I like this guy.
He definitely sells it.
Look at him. He ready to fade.
Right?
Like the 1st and 15th.
And the way he says it, his voice cracks.
Squirt the kid brief, plus they love under the rug like it hurts to give grief.
Yeah.
Super soaker backpack. Squirt the kid brief, plus they love me in the hood like the 1st and 15th.
He was in that line.
The Saurus got it. You didn't get it. The Saurus got it.
I remember the lines. Long lines.
I be at the same health club where his chick belong. She catching pheromones from me at the lift-a-thon, yoga mat down. Let her suck me like a twisty straw, while she whip her hair back and forth like Dixie Kong. I take her to the second
He's still
gym.
talking that Nintendo 64 shit.
Her hair back and forth like Dixie Kong. I take her to the second gym like Misty Gone and make a movie that starred me. That's not Digimon. No acapella group, but he gonna know what kind of shit we on when he hear that ooh-op going just like a 50 song. No GPS tracking,
He's
but
so
I'm getting
well-rounded.
peach traced. They have to set up a perimeter and get police tape. That mean I chalk this boy out. You wanna get a clean slate. I cook him a couple minutes at a time like a kid cuisine plate.
With the little penguin on it? It was a penguin, right? Yeah. Yeah. I remember you had the little sweet treat with it.
Yeah.
You know, be like applesauce
Them
or
exist.
whatever.
Them still exist.
I go in a
Oh yeah, somebody, I knew as soon as I said 64, someone's gonna check because I remember like, oh, that was NES. Dixie Kong is before. All right, man.
Dude,
You
Wait,
got me,
which
but I
one
knew
was
it.
Dixie
Greg,
Kong?
remind it a little-
Wait, which one
remind
was
it a little
Dixie
bit.
Kong?
Dude, listen to
Diddy
Pete.
and Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Donkey Kong. Dixie was the
girl?
Yeah, the girl. She had like pigtails.
okay, I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
at a time like a kid cuisine plate. Going to
Hey, but
Wait,
look at
wait,
this.
who
Look.
said it? Did Source say that?
Yeah.
He should not have liked that bar so
I go
much.
into Black Ops mode. Now I'm in his team base. He will not see zombies, but I get his team chased. Warhammer, 40
Nazi.
Ks without the figurine paint. He get ratchet after ratchet like he did a speed date.
He knew it too. Was he the one that had the Star Fox part too?
Lieutenant Wolf 9
was in
put
his
him in
video
a deep
game.
bag.
He's on his nostalgic
in-
video game shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And pitch a bird out the whip like they did in Speed Race. 18 carats on the wrist with the wintergreen face and just looking at it
watch.
giving you that Listerine taste.
He gonna do it. He's stupid.
Trying to get buzz off my shit, get you smacked with a fly swatter. I stay splashing this bitch like she rafting through white water. Back in school, I had the tool in the back of my guy's locker. County jail, a young boy got put in a pod like Anakin Skywalker. Look, he don't need breaking news to see action
Nobody
from
made a
live
bar like
choppers.
that.
For me, it
Still
was
going.
always on site, even scrapping my eye doctor. His bitch on
For
my
me, it was always on site. I even scrapped with my eye doctor. He's still on that rhyme scheme.
Whoa,
that
Keeps
was
it going for a
hard.
minute. He keeps his
Wait,
scheme
run
going.
that back.
Yeah, he keeps his scheme
Why
going
nobody
for a
tool in
said
the
minute.
that?
back of my
Look.
guy's locker. County jail, a young boy got put in a pod like Anakin Skywalker.
Keeps going.
Look, he don't need breaking news to see action from live choppers. For me, it was always on site, even scrapping my eye doctor.
Yo, those could have
Look,
been reversed.
look.
For me, it was always on site. Even scribe with my eye doctor. He don't need breaking news to see action from live choppers. Because that was the setup. He don't need breaking news to see action from live choppers.
Man, either way
For me, it was always on
fire.
site. I even scrapped with my... Yeah,
Man,
those are
either way
reversible
was
punches.
fire. He
Reversible
quit?
punches.
He
They
quit.
They keep going. No,
I'm saying though, like
Nah, he just does
don't
them every
battle
now
no
and
more.
then. He
Nah,
does them
he
every
needs
now and
to
then.
battle.
He's fire. Look.
But at the same time, that's why he's so far when he
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
back.
because he just comes in and
Yeah.
just fires
Just
off.
fires
Got put in a
up.
pod like Anakin Skywalker.
He goes through shit.
He don't need breaking news
And
to see
then
action from live choppers.
lets it
For me,
out.
it was always on site, even scrapping my eye doctor. His bitch on my album.
That was tight.
the
I
rhyme
love watching people who make me think.
For me, it was
I did
always
not
on site,
think
even
to say
scrapping my eye
that.
doctor. His bitch on my album cover. Alex Summers from all the havoc that I've caused her, but I've been through that bitch's wall so many times that I'm actually Nightcrawler.
God damn.
I'm pissed off at people even thinking the match was even. I mean, I should rerun my rounds because this is a classic beating. I'm like Popeye the Sailor. I'm gripping the can and squeezing, talking out the side of your mouth, gonna get you the Bambi treatment. I brought the thumper in the club. Now it's switching to rabbit season. If he
He
bugs,
split
I
up
get him
Popeyes
smoked
and
like
Bambi?
Yosemite.
And then he said, I brought the thumper, it's switching to Bambi season. I brought the thumper in the club. But it keeps
Thumper.
going. But it keeps going. Why?
Thumper in the can and squeezing,
It just keeps building on itself.
Yeah, it's insane.
talking out the side of your mouth,
I'm
gonna
sorry.
get you the
Oh yeah. Started from there.
No, it keeps going crazy. Watch, it keeps building up. Watch.
And the match was even. I mean, I should rerun my rounds, cause this is a classic beating. I'm like Popeye the Sailor. I'm gripping a can and squeezing, talking out the side of your mouth, gonna get you the Bambi treatment. I brought the thumper in the club. Now it's switching to rabbit season. If he bugs, I get him smoked, like Yosemite Sam was creeping.
Hold on.
What?
Keeps going.
Morris will catch a flashback like he's sitting in class and dreaming, while I'm at his Bayside high like Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
What?
The Saurus name is Peter Morris. So he said Morris. What'd he say?
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
It's not a scheme in the way that everything is on the same thing, right? It keeps switching schemes on the same rhyme.
He doubled it with different schemes.
But it's just doubling up on itself.
Topic.
Yeah.
Side of your mouth, gonna get you the.
It's crazy.
I pop by the
That
Sailor.
was
I'm
hard.
gripping a can and squeezing, talking out the side of your mouth, gonna get you the Bambi treatment. I brought the thumper in the club. Now it's switching to rabbit season. If he bugs, I get him smoked.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Wait. He started it off with the Popeye. Like, do y'all understand?
Gripping the can and squeezing.
Gripping the can and squeezing. Like, he squeezed the shit, and then, like, Popeye with the shit.
Yeah.
And then, like,
and I will olive oil you.
Like, Bambi didn't even die. His mama died.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, and then Thumper was his best friend.
Yeah, Thumper was the truth. I used to fuck with Thumper. I'm not gonna lie.
Used to.
Thumper,
I don't fuck with Thumper no more.
Yeah.
I used to though.
I used to fuck with Thumper.
Thumper, he brought it to rabbit season and went to bugs though.
And it keeps going. Watch.
Yes,
Even.
go.
I mean, I should rerun my rounds, cause this is a classic beating. I'm like Popeye the Sailor. I'm gripping a can and squeezing, talking out the side of your mouth, gonna get you the Bambi treatment. I brought the thumper in the club. Now it's switching to rabbit season. If he bugs, I get him smoked, like Yosemite Sam was creeping.
Yosemite Sam was creeping.
Morris will catch a flashback like he's sitting in class and dreaming, while I'm at his Bayside high like Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
Yeah, that was the hardest line. Like
That was
the wordplay cascaded on itself, right? Like Popeye, I'm gripping the can and squeezing, talking out the side of your mouth, which is still referencing Popeye, right? Gripping the can and squeezing, talking out the side, and then it goes into the next wordplay. Go get him the Bambi treatment. Got the thumper in the club. Then it like changes into a different wordplay. Like it's like constantly evolving wordplay, which is insane. All right, I'm sorry, yo, but we gotta run it back one more time.
Like Yosemite Sam was creeping. Now it's switching to rabbit out of your mouth, gonna get you the Bambi treatment. I brought the thumper in the club. Now it's switching to rabbit season. If he bugs, I get him smoked, like Yosemite Sam was creeping.
Keep going.
Morris will catch a flashback like he's sitting in class and dreaming, while I'm at his Bayside high like Tiffany Amber Thiessen.
The Saurus had the appropriate reaction right there.
Like, you know what's hard? Like, I love that they knew the setup. They didn't react too much.
Give him the 1,000.
Give him the 1,000. Yeah, because his performance of the night got 1,000. And the Saurus just said, give him the 1,000.
Give him the 1,000.
Beats classic.
I should start.
Just restart your whole shit.
Restart your own shit.
I'm pissed off at people even thinking the match is even. I should rerun my round. This is a classic beating.
Oh, don't mess up.
I'm like Popeye the Sailor. I'm gripping a can and squeezing, talking out the side of your mouth, gonna get you the Bambi treatment.
Okay, and the only reason he can do this is because he got so much credit. He never hesitated this first, and that line was so hard. He's like, all right. And then he goes in, and what you'll see, no one is hating on it because they're like, all right,
that was hard.
he earned the credit to be able to
kind of
go back over this shit. You know what I mean?
Popeye the Sailor. I'm gripping a can and squeezing, talking out the side of your mouth, gonna get you the Bambi treatment. I brought the thumper in the club. Now it's switching to rabbit season. If he bugs, I get him smoked like Yosemite Sam was creeping. Morris will catch a flashback like he's sitting in class and dreaming, while I'm at his Bayside high like Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Mario Lopez is in the building. This is your chance to meet him. The silencer is Andy Griffiths whistling back to greet him.
Yo, it's Mario Lopez is AC Slater. So it's still on that cascading into the next theme.
Yeah.
Mario Lopez is in the spot. This is your chance to meet him. After Tiffany Amber Thiessen, Bayside High, all that. He's like, Mario
Crazy.
Lopez is in this spot.
Crazy.
This is your chance
This
to
is
meet him.
hard.
And it's just the setup
Crazy.
to go into the next punch,
Yeah.
you know?
This is
Crazy.
your chance to meet him. The silent like Tiffany Amber Thiessen. Mario Lopez is in the building. This is your chance to meet him. The silencer is Andy Griffiths whistling back to greet him. This is Aladdin dream, and I'm wishing we had a reason. I just had to get a couple bands off him before giving him back his freedom. Slash.
That rhyme scheme,
That was crazy.
bars or something. Insane.
Like,
Yeah, that
I
round,
think-
I
I
don't think
have
it's
to give
debatable. That round's not
Fresco-
debatable.
yeah.
Yeah.
but like, I have to give Fresco that battle though.
Yeah.
Like, you
Of course,
know,
that round's not
Thesaurus-
debatable.
The
That
Saurus
round-
did
yeah.
his shit, you know. But
Yeah, they both. He did what he was supposed to do, but that was one of those defining moments, I
Yeah,
think, for
for
Fresco.
Fresco.
You know?
Yeah,
Because he
yeah.
hadn't been there in years.
Yep.
Boom, pops back, and that's what led to last
What
night
I
what
like
we
about
watched was
him-
him and
yeah,
QP.
like-
Yep.
Yeah.
What
Same deal.
What I like about him is that not only did he construct bars, he was able to be well-rounded in his audience. You know, and how he related to different crowds and
Yeah.
made it believable.
Yeah.
And he's
And he
he's
was
from like
confident.
the Midwest
Yeah,
or
word
something,
up.
right? He's like
Yeah, he's
from,
from, Illinois.
somewhere, yeah, like Illinois, and
Rockford.
this is in the Bay, you know.
Like, he did
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah.
He did hood shit.
Yeah.
He did just some regular, I dress like this, whatever
Yeah.
shit. Like, he was everywhere.
And
Yeah.
what's crazy in
And
a
it was
way,
hard.
and what's
Yeah, word
crazy in a way is that's kind of what he always did and got hated on a little bit.
On Grind Time,
like because
yeah.
from Grind Time
When he
it was
battled
all
SoCon,
dick
he was
and
like,
fart joke, he like
SoCon
used
beat him
gun
with,
bars and
like,
all this
yo.
shit, and like people hated on him for
Yeah.
it.
It's crazy.
And he's doing the same thing, just more refined.
See, and that's what I
now
be
that's
telling
the
people.
thing,
When they
you
first
know?
come out, they be a little different. It's like, be you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like, own your shit.
We talked about it outside, and it's the same thing where we go across all about like certain things come in and out, right? Like I talked about it last night. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but it was like JC Chilla, and it's not to take away from Chilla. When I first see him, I'm like, that's the most debatable thing ever. But one thing that always stands the test of time is dope ass rapping.
Good rapping.
Yeah.
Shit
And
that
now when you
sounds
look
good.
back, Chilla, I don't think stands the test of time in the way of against JC, and that's not to take away from Chilla.
Yeah,
It just
but-
means that when you're just rapping really dope, that is always gonna sound and
Because
look
at the
good,
end of the day,
regardless.
this
You
is
know?
rap.
Yeah.
This is rap.
Yeah.
We
Yeah, word
noticed that in 40 Bars and E Heart.
Yeah, word.
You know, utilizing different cadences and
Yeah.
doing different stuff, but still
Yeah.
having bars back
Yeah.
to back.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it matters.
No matter what, that's always gonna sound and look good, even if in the moment it's like, oh, but this person did this skit or this thing that's popular now that's crazy. I think
What's
they
gonna
might have
test
lost
the
it, and then
time?
a couple years later you go back like, oh, I was tripping. How many battles have we gone back and seen
Yeah,
like,
revisionist
oh,
history,
like
yeah.
the popular,
Yo, even honestly,
Yeah.
the
fucking
popular
Lux
opinion
Hollow
was
too.
this, but it's not.
Yeah,
You know?
word.
Yeah.
Yeah, every battle you can go back and be like, oh, it's kind of different.
Catch
you
different
know?
Yeah.
stuff and this and that.
Yeah.
That's what makes the beauty of a classic, though.
Yeah,
It's
word
true.
up.
It's
true.
not a classic.
Yeah,
you
there's
don't go
there's
back and
many
catch different
Yeah.
most
stuff.
battles we look it all stands
Yeah.
how we felt at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
True.
there's some certain times
And then it's a
of,
part of different times and different generations coming in the battle rap.
Word up.
Like, they have a different mindset and how they view the different battles.
Yeah.
And what they bring to battle rap and all of that
Yeah.
shit.
yeah.
this show keeps me on point and updated. Like we're talking about outside. Like
Yeah, this
I'm
is
not
dope.
I don't always watch battles like that, you know. But
Me
when
neither.
I'm here, like I'm exposed to way more battles than I would typically watch, and that's the reason I'm like got the itch to get back in the ring. Like fans
Right.
are
That's
fucking
why.
with me, and
Right.
Why all that happened too.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. Why me
They
and
wanna get to
Chilla?
know
Why
you and all of that
me
stuff.
Solomon and JC happened at the end of this year.
That's
It was
dope.
because of this show.
It's 'cause
Never
you
really-
guys.
Yeah, for real. It
That's
is.
dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Shout out to SO Finesse. Anything you want to plug coming up?
Yeah. What? You got some upcoming events or specific
In March,
battles
we
they
have
should watch?
the Awakening card with West Coast Elites. It's going to be out here. January 6th, I will be battling Jade on the URL card. They will have a one-off.
Let's go.
I'll be in Queen in the Ring in New York in February.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
So it's a lot of things coming
go.
in the top of the year. It's looking
Where can they
good.
subscribe?
West Coast Elites. On YouTube.
YouTube.com/West Coast Elites.
Yeah, West Coast Elite, spell regular on YouTube.
That's what's up. Hell yeah.
And then if you want to just look up me, just SO Finesse on Google.
Nice.
Yep.
Everything else will pop up.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Patreon.com/Illmaculate TV and
It's Illmac TV.
Illmac TV. Apologize.
No, you good.
And thank you guys for having me, man. This
course.
is beautiful.
Thank you so much.
For
It's a
real.
pleasure.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in.
Cheers
And
to you guys.
fuck y'all.